everyone, Sean here again. I'm doing a league event with Cheerios, so we're going to see how this goes. This is quite a sketchy hand. We really need that second line to make it work, but yeah, I don't know. I think we'll probably keep it. It's I think I made some slight tweaks to the list from last time. It's pretty much the same, but I think mainly just tweaking card counts, and I think I'm going to move the mentors to the side. I still really like the main, but yeah, I don't know, it's just a matter of finding room. I kind of felt the need for more sleight of hands, and I kind of like the idea of going more all in on game one, so I don't know. I may end up changing my mind and go back to mentors main, but for now I like it. So we're playing against black-white Eldrazi. I've never played against this before. I've seen it a bit on camera. Thank God. We may just steal the game here. That would be nice. Okay. I don't think he can mess with me, but I don't really know much about the deck. Ideally we just go off here, but I'm not sure we have enough. So we really want to retract. Retract. Shit, I think I should have went Opal Visions and then try to set myself up with this, but maybe not. Oh, there we go. Just in the nick of time. So this puts us in a very good position. So we still have mana from Opal. There we go. Storm count 13. It's just a matter of whether we can make it. 16, 17, yep, and then could have made it just in time. Yep. He's had enough. I have no idea what to board against this. Well, silence actually seems quite good. I'll probably just stick with the silence. Path is definitely an option, but I feel like path is more for troublesome creatures, not like hate creatures, you know. So as always, interested in your guys' thoughts if you'd board differently, but I think I'm just gonna board in 3 silence and take out 3 sleight of hand. I don't know what they board in, but yeah. Or should I go all in on Paladin and take out the myth? Seems like myth might not be very good against him. I'll go with that. Goofy mistake, but not sure what else I would board. Yeah, it's usually the myths or the sleight of hands that you take out. If you run Mentor's main, those would be a consideration as well. So this is a pretty decent hand. Really banking hard on the Serum Visions, but that's okay. This deck runs a lot of you'll run into a lot of tight hands like this, so you just gotta accept it. unlike with Tron, I'm not sure like when. I have less of a strong sense of when to cast Silence. Bottom, bottom. But I'm gonna guess turn 3 onward. Ah, you fuck. Is probably gonna take the Silence. I would. I mean, that's some equipment that he doesn't take, but still. Yep. So we're really in top deck mode here. Yeah, I feel like it might have been better to go all in, because they have little or no removal, I think, right? So it's probably best. So if I win this game, then or if I lose this game, next game I'm thinking I'll take out the Myth and bring back in Sleight of Hand. There we go. I don't know what kind of removal they have, if any. Well, EF6, so that's a great sign. Sweet. So, do we go for it? Of course we go for it. This is, well, what am I doing actually? Let's cast it for free. This is one of the reasons Myth can be really important, because like if we fizzle here, then it's like not fizzling in a way, because we still have Myth. So we could potentially even swing for 20, like let's say we don't draw the Grape Shot in time or something. I love this deck. Yeah. I could probably just kill him off the Visions and the Opals alone. Or come very, very close. Whew, I don't want to draw either of those things. Yeah, we can kill him off just the Opals alone. So I should have actually played the second Myth, but whatever. Might just make me look really dumb here and play go for the Throat or something. I don't know what he has. Damn it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I slightly messed up with the Myth, but I think it takes off like one or maybe, you know, maybe a few power. I don't know, whatever. Anyway. Well, this does waste his turn. Actually, he can't even pay for Pact, right? How's he going to pay for Pact? I think he thought that he could, but he can't. So I think he's just going to lose to Pact. maybe he's just doing it out of spite. He'd rather lose to himself. So I think he loses the game. Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Anyway, beat Eldrazi. It looks like a good matchup. Not sure on the myth slight thing, or maybe we should even not touch it at all. Maybe we should just leave it alone and take out the silence. But I do kind of like silence. It seems great. I mean, it is more of like a mid-rangey kind of deck, right? So, yeah. I guess it depends on how well Myth fares on average against their creatures. They have, I guess they mainly depend on like one, maybe two big guys, and Myth does well to block those, so should probably leave it in. I don't know. So next time I would probably try that, just keeping it the same. I definitely feel inclined to keep in sleight of hands because the pure steel plan seems quite amazing against them. They don't have much removal, I don't think. Much disruption. They like a bit, but so we'll keep that. So this is a decent plan, especially if we draw a retract. So Myth turn 1, turn 2 Myth, and then drop 3 equipment, possibly 4. Swing for 3 or 4. Next turn, swing for like 8. So you always want to set yourself up for 2 white men on turn 2. It's usually not an issue, but also playing the planes here, of course, just to hide the little bit of information that I can. So sleight of hand tells me, I don't know, Storm. I'm trying to think of what else plays it, really. Oh, okay. Works for me. He's definitely giving me the benefit here. Here we go. So we definitely want an opal right now, so we can play retract. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it. Nope. It's not terrible though. Opal is absolutely critical to the deck. It's really all about Opal, Retract, and Paladin. That's the whole engine. You can obviously win without Retract, but it's not super likely. I mean, it would be more likely if you maxed out on the 0 cost equipment, put in 3 more sigils, but don't want to do that. So think we just want, we'll go to pure steel. Kind of force him to counter if he has a counter. If he doesn't, that's fine. We just go net, try to chain stuff. If we can't, retract. He knows that he has to counter this, so. Yep. So now I can go about my business. Should be, shouldn't have any more counter spells. I like the one sigil in there. I'm pretty much fully set on that, if not entirely. It's I've heard the argument that it's, you know, you can win games with it, so you want 4 or at least more than 1, but I found that it rarely comes up, but you still want it there, you know, like in the deck. Yeah, we are winning. This deck is tearing it up so far. I mean, we'll see. It's definitely got its bad matchups. We're not running into much disruption at this point, right? So that's part of the reason for the luck. Not luck, I don't know why we're doing well. Good fortune, I guess you'd say. Okay, so no retract. We can't. That's the only thing I don't like about the equipment is there's no power buffs except for Bone Saw, and that's pretty insignificant. Nice if there were more of those. We can swing for 23, so I guess the best bet is probably just to do that. That's the safest thing, right? Yep. Yeah, we'll swing with both, of course. He could have, I guess, like a Vapor Snag, but I don't think so. Part of the reason I like this deck is because it's like Storm, except much more simple. So you don't have to do nearly as much work. Yay. Maybe I should just play the Opal first, and then made the thing, and then did all that. Save some time, but anyway, whatever. Such is life. So I guess the caverns, I've been debating going down to 1 cavern or possibly even cutting them entirely, because I do found like you can get screwed on it pretty hard. I really despise being mana screwed. But anyway, we'll try it. So, again, not really sure what to do or if I should do anything. I could do Hurkyl's Recall, I suppose. I'm not sure how much I care about like his Howling Mine stuff. Like my deck's so fast, and just like you saw there, the timing of his deck. I don't know. It just seems to line up favorably for me. So. Well, I think I'm just going to keep it as it is. Possibly board into some other stuff next game, if necessary. We could technically go off turn 1 here. In theory, you could win. It's just such a long shot that it's not worth trying. So it gives us like a decent little backup plan if he counters the pure steel. Wouldn't mind drawing a Cavern of Souls right here. That'd be great. Probably be the best draw. So he's holding up Remand most likely. Don't care about life here. So we'll force him to Remand. No, really? Are you serious? I fully expected a Remand. Maybe he's got something else. So retract would be ideal. Yeah, EF6 done everything. I really quite like sleight of hand mid combo. The more I play with it, the more I like it. Shoo. Do we keep going? I think we do. Not really any reason not to. Thank you. Yeah, it's a really nice card. Mid combo, like putting the other card on bottom. So, or it's pretty unlikely we'll win this turn, but never know. Even if we could just draw into a retract or something. We get closer to a retract at least, right? So. Sure. So that doesn't happen very often. Opal. I guess he just wanted to repeal anything. Yeah, so that means he's desperate. So we can totally... We could triple pure steel here. Should we go for triple? Oh wait, no, we don't have to, yeah, we definitely should. I didn't realize, I forgot that we could, pure steel. So you think these, mantles are useless, but they're actually not. So I've never done this before. I've done double pure steel, but not triple. Oh, if he counters that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Should still be good. Uh-oh. That was close. Oh, yeah, we got opal. We're good. I don't think there's a way we can fail. No, that's completely impossible. So hopefully he'll just concede and save me the trouble. That'd be nice. So I need to be careful not to deck myself here. I need to stop the triggers soon. They're May triggers, so May abilities. I actually I might have okay, so there's still so have we still not drawn the grape shot? I guess it's like at the bottom or something. Yes. Let's see, we draw. Yes. 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 Wow, it's really at the bottom here. It's not like exiled or something, is it? Yes. Jesus. Yes. There we go. So we got 1 opal, 2 opals. Oh, let's see the storm count first. 21. Perfect. Red. Same targets. Sweet. Let's try for 3 in a row. I'm looking forward to trying this when the bans take effect next week. I believe it's the 27th. And just trying it in a completely unknown meta. Could be fun. Myth has been surprisingly good in my testing. I mean, it's heavily matchup dependent, but like if they have a lot of creatures, especially small ones, young pyromancers is probably like the worst because it can just produce a million chump blockers. Like that's of course very bad, but there's apparently a lot of decks in Modern that have little or nothing in the way of jump blockers. So I'm gonna just go all in on the myth. I love that they trigger each other. But yeah, and it gets huge fairly often, like you've seen already. I'll win with just the myth. I'm not sure why you wouldn't do that on my turn, like if only for the myth. So Pure Steel would be ideal. So we definitely don't need a third myth. Slate is definitely reasonable. I kind of want to wait, like to see if we get Pierce Steel next turn. It looks like he's playing Burn though, so I mean, so 3, it would be 3, 6, so 6. I'd be swinging for 10, right? That's a lot. Yeah, I think we go for it. Yeah, so that'll put him at 10, and then if he's burned, like he doesn't really have anything to do. This looks like a jank deck, anyway. Gonna be jank. Those white border mountains make me think it's jank. They're also, they can be very good blockers at times, of course. I've definitely held off. You know, you can hold them off for a couple turns and then until you draw into Pure Steel and go to town. Or you just make them massive and then force them to start sacrificing resources. Just wear them down. Yeah, he's toast. So he dies now. So, looks like we have a good burn matchup. He also obviously had a slow hand though, so I don't know. Well, yeah, I forgot about the Firewalkers, so we're good, I think. I like the myths though, so like I don't really know what to take out here. We definitely bring in the Firewalkers, but I guess I like the sleight of hand. Slightly worried about increasing the curve, but I think it's actually fine. I would love to turn one Firewalker. He can't deal with it at all either, so yeah, we'll totally keep this. The only question is, do we want to Serum Visions turn 1, hope to turn a Firewalker for turn 2? Wow. Okay, well that solves that. Question. So we're gonna try to not crack things, of course. Save ourselves a bit of life. We do have 2 basics to fetch for, but still. Every bit counts. So I'm swinging for 4. 4 is not like a huge clock. I feel like I'd rather wait. Yeah. Because we might be able to go off next turn. Love that he taps out on his turn. I don't know why he'd do that. Damn it, I really want to cast Core Firewalker. Never had that joy. So I think the plan is the same. We go myth into a bunch of stuff. Double myth. Although I'm at 11 now, so that's bad. So we put that on bottom, that on top, and then we try to race. Because we wouldn't swing until, yeah, I think it's too slow. Because that's like turn 5 that it's swinging, right? So, yeah, that's too slow. And then, yeah, I think I don't have much choice but to go all in on the myth here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We swing 6. That's still 3 turns to kill him. So I feel like I want to go all in on the Pure Steel plan. I mean, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Guess that's what we're doing. Possibly should have actually held this back even to block if need be. Sweet. So, he didn't play another spell on his turn, so I kind of think that he may not have anything, and even if he does, well... Please, F6. It's the only thing I hate about playing this deck online is, a lot of people don't F6 even though they don't have answers. It's like, I don't know if they don't know how, they're just trying to annoy me. In which case it's working. So I think the double Pure Steel plan seems to make sense here. All good. Oh, I think he F6'd. That'd be great. We can still swing with myth if necessary. So, retract would be the ideal draw. Ooh, Firewalker. So we are in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, yeah, we bombed. Okay, we can still swing for 7 though, so that's nice. And we'll have a sweet blocker, so... Oh, actually we can Firewalker, shit. Should we do that, I wonder? Protection from red. You may gain 1 life. Or do we swing for 8? Jeez, that's a tough choice. Eight. I think we can kill him next turn, like, no matter what. Like 8, 9, 10. We swing for 10, 12, 14, 15. We swing 15. Yeah, I think Firewalker seems like the way to go. should be pretty much set. So we can do, I forgot about the Firewalker damage too actually, so we could do 10, and we could actually pump, yeah, 10, 11, 14, 16, we do 18, so I don't think he's got anything. So he's a good sport. So I believe we make our money back, points back, if you win 3. Yeah, you break even, and then if you win 4, I think you get a pack and extra points, and then if you 5-0, you get a bajillion points. So a couple of Wizards guys in here, that's cool. I would love to play one of them, see what they think of the deck. We'll take notice and print something new for it. I personally want a zero-cost artifact equipment that lets you sack it and then regenerate the creature it's equipped to. That would be amazing for this deck. It would help keep the paladins alive while triggering them. So maximum synergy. I'm not sure what else this deck needs besides that, but probably something. Maybe not though, maybe that would just be enough. Like play first, yes I would. Ooh, that's very bad. So, yeah, we could like dump our entire hand and then bank on sleight of hand, but that's pretty bad. This is extremely good. We will keep. Yeah, this deck got a lot better after they changed the legendary rule, that's for sure. Ability to chain opals is, like I said, this deck's all about like tight spots a lot of the time, so that benefit from being able to play multiple opals in a turn can win you games you otherwise would not. So if we're against a non-interactive deck, or even if we are, that's the beauty of being on the play with this deck, even if we're playing against, say, Grixis Control, if a lot of the times they'll turn 1 Serum Visions, and then we can just win turn 2. I've done it multiple times, so it's a thing. Yes. Yep. Do we even, I don't think I even want to. I should have played the planes. Like I could try to set up, yeah, I don't know. I think I want to leave divisions in case he destroys the paladin. And I've already got what I want on top. Thanks to that scry, so. Yeah, I should have played the planes though. That's a bummer. Like what deck plays planes, so that would although this might, you know, it kind of signals to him that maybe I'm playing that weird blue-white control deck or whatever. This guy's clearly distracted, so that's annoying. I'll take a look at the deck again, just so you guys have something to look at while we're waiting here for this guy. He might just time out. Yeah, I'll talk a little about what I changed. Yeah, like I said, I put the mentors on the side for now at least. Went up to 4 sleight of hand. I went down to 1 sigil, and I went up to 4 kite shield. And I might have tweaked the land base a bit. And I think that's pretty much it. It feels very streamlined to me now. Yeah, that's a problem. There goes all my fun. We can still win, but what am I doing here? So we're probably gonna probably gonna lose this game. He might be playing 8-rack. Main deck surgicals. Just get it out of the way now. He knows what's in my hand already, so it's not like there's a point in keeping up mana. I suppose I could have played the planes. Yeah, I should have played the planes. Fuck. Just to so he didn't know the new card in my hand. Fuck, I'm making all these. They're minor misplays, but you know they can sometimes give the edge. I don't care about my graveyard. Oh, and I shuffled the fucking. Oh my god, I'm misplaying this game horribly. I feel like we just want myth. So yeah. So definitely bringing in the mentors for game 2. Exiles a card. So he's playing okay. Main deck surgical seems wrong though. I don't agree with that. Not that I play the deck or know anything about anything, but yeah. So we could still win, but we need to top deck a myth like right now. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, I guess the surgical exile stuff. What am I talking about? So, yeah, that does make sense. And it's also good against combo decks, so. So, hopefully we can beat this again. I highly doubt we're going to this game. Yeah, almost definitely not. I think I just want to concede here, really. He's going to start tutoring 2, 4, 5. He can almost start tutoring. So we got rid of the myth, so got 3 more. Guess the opal makes sense, but I would have taken the bones, but he doesn't really know the deck, so. Yeah, we're done for. Okay, so do we bring in the mentors? I feel like we do. Also kind of want silence, so. But again, I don't know how much I care. I feel like that's right. Well, that's what we're doing. The path is slightly tempting too, but I mean, I wonder how many basics are on them. I'm sure they got at least one, so that would help them a bit. It wouldn't be super great, and feel like they don't care too much about their creatures. Yeah, I get screwed by the mana again. This rarely happens. Oh, it's... Oh, I did at one point have 1 plains, 1 island as the only basics, and I gotten screwed by the island. So sure. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Slightly, like, I don't want him to, like, top deck a... Yeah, we're gonna play the odds on this one. So if I get a 3rd land too, then that triggers Mentor, so... Ratchet Bomb. That's a problem. Well, let's just get in the damage while we can, I suppose. I know that they can't blow these up while they become creatures, because he doesn't become a token, right? In which case his converted mana cost would be 0. But of course he can put a charge counter and blow them all up next turn. I wasn't anticipating Ratchet Bomb. I do have Mentor, but I need that 3rd mana. That's another reason I don't really want to put Mentor main board, and in a way I don't even want it sideboard, because I feel like I can't reliably get to 3 mana, and then I also at the same time don't want to I should have kept 1 in hand, I suppose, but I kind of felt like I needed to go all in. It's not like I had much else going on. It's kind of like playing with elves. Sometimes you just have to go all in. And yeah, it sucks to get wrathed or whatever, but... fuck. Strangler, yeah. Still, again, I don't know that I have much of a choice. Oh, you fuck. This was way easier last time. Yep. I wish I was clever enough to have bought out Eldrazi temples when they announced Return to Zendikar, or even before. I mean, they were talking about it for like years, weren't they? Or not years, but like a year or two is rumored. I thought about playing this deck, the Eldrazi deck, but I don't think it's for me. I don't know. Maybe if I played it, I would change my mind, but meh. think we need Pierce Steel or we die, and then even if we drop Pierce Steel, it's unlikely. Close. If it was Pierce Steel, play Mantle, draw Opal, or play Mantle, play Opal, tap Opal, retract, we could actually potentially win, but as is, not going to happen. We can't get blockers, can we? Let's see. Mantle, Opal, play Mentor. Yeah, we can block that, we take 7, so. Yeah. So that sucked. I guess that one's kind of seems favored for them, mainly because of the discard. And they have creature removal too, but if they happen to not get it, then we just roll over them. So yeah, I think I don't like Silence. Yeah, I don't think we care about it. Oh baby. This is pretty much the perfect hand. So hopefully it's enough. So I'm thinking miss turn 1. You pretty much always want to turn 1. And keep Slate for mid combo. That's a card I thought about playing in here. I'm not the only one, but by any means, but yeah, I considered it. But Slate is just better, I think, overall. The selection is important, and yeah, it costs mana, but yeah, usually when you want it, it's fine. You can afford it. So hopefully we can win before they get all their counterspells and disruption online. Definitely in a good spot, but I could certainly whiff. Not what I want to see. So you can see how important opals are here. So that could go on bottom. To go for it? Yeah, we definitely go for it. I could just swing for 8 though. I mean, that's pretty good too. But he could have path or something. Yeah, take my chances. So that's the end of that. Another thing I would like is like haste in a situation like this, where I could then still use a creature somehow for mana. Like a Spring Leaf Drum that costs 0. I suppose in theory I could put one of those in here. I don't think he's killing that anytime soon. We can swing for 13, 15 next turn, so yeah, that definitely felt like the right call to me. I'm gonna outstorm Storm here. I'm actually just gonna swing with the Myth to save like a shitload of time, especially because I know the Grape Shot is on bottom. 17. Actually didn't even have to do that, really. Yep. Boom. I'm 1 turn faster than you. I wonder if Firewalker would work against that. Silence seems incredible. Don't care what Cavern. Truth is kind of like a silence, buys a turn, I guess, but it costs 2, so I can also use it on myself, though. Electromancer. I kind of want a path for Electromancer, but I'm thinking silence seems really good. Not sure we even need myth. Well, we want multiple threats, right? Does that sound good? Seems good. Yeah, seems good. Oh, that's awful. That is also awful. Tempting to go down to 4. Guess we'll keep it. I don't really know. Yeah, I feel like I should have mulled a 4 even. I should have mulled a 4. We're not going to win with this. Not against Storm. 7 card hand. Should have went with, yeah, went to 4 and went all in on Pure Steel. Top, bottom. Oh, at least we got the Pure Steel. Thank you. So I certainly give him the edge, but I also know how this deck can win out of nowhere. So he went, I think, top, bottom, right? Top, yeah, top, bottom. Now let's see what he's gonna do. Bottom. He's debating. Bottom, top. So he seems like he's in a fairly good position. Slightly slow though. Oh, now he knows what I have. Now he knows I don't have shit. He might also just kill this if I play it. It is tempting to just play this. I feel like I sort of want to just keep it all. Swing for 1, and I don't think he can win next turn. It's possible, but it seems unlikely. And then I hold, like I guess if he's gonna kill it, I should just play it, because if he's gonna kill it, he would hold up mana anyway for next turn, maybe. So I guess we should just play it. But I feel like I want to wait for at least my next draw. But like, is that stupid, you know? Maybe it's stupid. I think it makes sense. If I'm gonna try to go off on a storm win, but You know, if we draw into a retract, then it doesn't matter, but we may not draw into a retract, so I don't know. I guess I'll play it. I'm a little afraid he's gonna bolt it, so I might as well get some value. And we can visions next turn, so that's something. It gets us closer to a visions or a slight too, so I don't know if it was correct, but no, you know, he probably boarded in bolts, and you know, sometimes they grape shot your creature, so they do have 2 in the deck, I believe. Sweet. So I think I want a visions here right before the bone saw. Yeah, let me set ourselves up. So this is something I've learned recently. I think I'm supposed to do it. Oh, hell yeah. Another myth. Hell yeah. Well, I think actually we didn't even need to do that. We can swing for a lot here. Just need to remember the smaller myth has summoning sickness. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, wow. Paradise Mantle, actually, I like that. The mana could be relevant. Wow. So we can actually swing for 10, 11, 12, 30. Yeah, we can swing for lethal right now. And then we can even set up silence for next turn. What are you doing? Oh, that sucks. Could have sworn we had it. Oh, and it bounces both. God, I hate you. Yeah, that sucks a lot. I mean, what do we do? We have to hope to kind of putting all our eggs in one basket here. These myths, they're not doing anything, so we have to pray that we draw a Serum Vision, Sleight of Hand, or an equipment, and then go off from there. It's not gonna be easy. Need to double check that I have it set to pause on his upkeep. Yes, I do. So it seems like this is the going off turn. Time walk. Cool. He might not even have been going off that turn, but I don't think I could take the chance. So usually they only have one Echoing Truth, right? So I think we can feel free to kind of go to town here on this. Oh, yes. God. Love this deck. Best possible draw. Just like that double Ancestral Recall. Almost. Well, in a way it's better. I'm gonna draw my deck. Well, most likely anyway. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, brutal. I would like to have drawn a silence there. That'd be sweet. And I'm like, yeah, I would love something to give him haste. I know there's Lightning Greaves, but at 2 mana, you know. Oh boy, I might just lose right here. I think I can have 6. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We came so close. Jeez, look at this guy. Uh-oh. Silence definitely worked, but so did his Echoing Truth. What did he just cast? Past in Flames. Yeah, I don't think I have a chance now, do I? I thought about playing Storm, but I can't afford it. The Scalding Currents are crazy, and I know you can substitute the lands and whatever, but I hate doing that. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. Plus, I'd still have to shell it for Blood Moons, and those are not that cheap. Is it still possible that he... It seems like he might fizzle here. Did he play a land? 2-4. Maybe not. Maybe he's banking on a land. Yeah. He can't probe anymore, I can tell you that. And if it's a Shiv and a Reef, it doesn't no good. Fuck! I think he still needs red at this point, right? Because he needs to chain mana and he can't do it right now. I think he just dies. It works for me. Please die, please die, please die. Yeah, what can he do at this point, right? Yes! Knew it. Sweet. It's only 4-1. Not too shabby. So yeah, I learned quite a bit about the deck. It was solid overall. I didn't expect a 4-1 really. I thought it might steal some games, but I figured I'd probably go 3-2 at best, but yeah. And we learned that the Eldrazi matchup is probably not favored, but we definitely still have a good chance. It's just you need I think if he... That one game, it was the Inquisition Extraction combo. If he only had one, and I'm not even sure that most lists run Surgical, I feel like they might not, then, you know, we're in better shape. We just, you know, we need you know, just a Visions or Sleight of Hand, or top deck another Paladin or whatever, and you're good. So, Visions helps against discard too, so, I don't know. I'd like to play the matchup more and see how it is. And, I guess the deck is still in its early stages too, so the amount of like removal it runs will probably vary, the amount of discard, the amount of whether or not it runs Surgical, etc. So yeah, it's decent, and yeah, I feel like this will be could be a really good deck to bust out when the meta changes, when it's just wide open, because it's going to be a lot of, well, people are expecting a lot of Tron. It's hard to say, and it has a good Tron matchup, I can tell you that. A lot of affinity, which should be great, and yeah, a lot of like linear, non-interactive decks, a lot of burn, which seems to be good, so I feel like this could be a really good meta choice, at least, you know, for the first like month, and after that, you know, whatever. I suppose it'll drop in effectiveness, but still super fun to play. I'm going to play it regardless, so anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably have another video up soonish. Alright, cheers.